Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of Bhanna Baki. My name is Pooja.
I am Felicia.
हाई हेलो नमस्ते मेरो नाम चाहिँ सज्ञान खड्का
अनि आजको एपिसोडमा चाहिँ we're not going to be doing anything serious. We're just going to talk about, because it's our 10th episode, we're just going to be talking about our journey so far अनि त्यसपछि overall हाम्रो Bhanna Baki teamको aims and just how this all started. So yeah.
एकदमै chill conversation tonight, right?
Yeah. So Pooja, why don't you just like briefly explain how this all started?
Right.
Bhanna Baki, yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Bhanna Baki, not Bhanna Baki podcast, but something similar to Bhanna Baki was always in my mind. It's been almost 2 years that I've wanted to do something like this. I didn't know it was going to be a podcast. So this started, like Bhanna Baki happened because मैले पहिला पनि mention गरेको थिएन, but I wrote an article for Under My Skin भन्ने एउटा platformको बारेमा. अनि so I just talk about how like patriarchy has affected me in your article and I think Felicia commented on that post and this is I was just so happy to like find somebody who was interested in similar topic and then another person reached out to me talking about the same issue, okay? And then I figured there are actually people who care just like me and probably they might want to do something about it just to feel better. I don't know, first man Felicia came in my mind because like Felicia ko poster was all day on Facebook, my Instagram. She's super active. She's always voicing her opinions, and I don't know, first man Felicia ko like namai and this shit. I had never met Felicia. By the way, we don't really know each other, like हामी तीनजना, like we just randomly like got together. Like हामी physically यतिको कहिले भेटेको पनि छैन होला हैन, like we were just, I don't know, somehow friends on Facebook and Instagram. But yeah, so I reached out to her. It was very awkward because कहिले पनि भेटेको छैन, कुरा गरेको छैन, and I'm randomly like talking to her and asking if she wants to be a part of like podcast. चाहिँ दिमागमा किन आयो भन्दाखेरि podcast is pretty like popular आजकल हैन, अनि I was listening few podcasts त्यो बेलामा अनि I was like, yeah, I should do a podcast, and त्यसपछि I reached out to Felicia. Is it getting too long, by the way?
No, I love it. Just go on. It's so interesting. Yeah.
I was right there.
Sorry. Okay. So I reached out to Felicia saying, hey, da-da-da, thanks for responding, this and that, and उसको response was like, yes, like caps lock my yes okay? And so I was so excited. We got on a call and I explained what I wanted to do and so I wanted more members, like I thought we would need a guy at least, you know. And so again there comes the hero. Again funny, he's अलि उल्टा Feliciaको. He's like low key, you know, like उसको पोस्टहरु, उसको activism चाहिँ like अलिकति low key नै हुन्छ, but when he does it, okay? So उसको पोस्टहरु पनि मैले like याद गरेर हुन्थे अनि I don't know, Sagan was also super random, like sudden notice चाहिँ भइरा हुन्थ्यो उसको पोस्टहरु and I just reached out to him, similar response, yes, let's do it खालको. अनि त्यसपछि we did have another member initially that for some reason bhaina, but yeah, that's how it started. And I'm just so glad that तिमीहरुले मेरो like request लाई चाहिँ like same enthusiasm मा like के भन्छ त्यो फिर्ता दियो के. And I was like, yeah, we should do it. And I think what we can like, so like I'm pretty sure so many people want to do something similar, you know. I think the first thing you should do is just do it, you know. Because like when you do it, when you're out there, when you say yes, I'm gonna do it, like you're even public commitment दिएको जस्तो हुन्छ. Again, you're like pressured to like keep doing it. And the situation, we all got together and like हामी कुरा मात्रै पनि हुन सक्थेन, you know, but we just didn't talk about it. I'm like, officially like Facebook, my Instagram, we announced, and it kind of like did us like a pressure to like continue. Yeah, like it's nice how we've come this far, but that's the story. It was pretty long.
I do want to mention, I think Pooja and I do have some common friends, and I've seen you as a third person, but I never like really met. Yeah, but one point, if anybody wants to start, they should just start it, and they should not hesitate from reaching out to people, as you didn't hesitate to reach out like to me. So I think that is very important. I really want to say thank you for this initiative. That's all I want to say on my part, because
Irakura is it wasn't easy, like, because like again 2 years someone like I had been thinking about something like this, and I'm pretty sure like because Timle like mentioned upon it, like somebody was interested in doing something like this, and they were looking for suggestions Amibata. So yeah, like if you want to do something like this, like we're more than willing to like help you out. Recording your podcasting and all, like if it's about podcasts, we're always here to help. But yeah, it definitely wasn't that easy.
Right.
Glad we started, and we've come like so far 10 episodes, so that's really good, and I'm happy where we are.
Especially like I don't know, activism or whoever advocates or people who are so vocal, at least platform, let's say. I know it's not a massive platform as any audience back in so, but still a start, a very good start.
Yeah. Platform is the right word, because I used to write a lot Instagram money. I have my own like writing page. I try to like vent or something, like that's how I express whatever my opinions are. But to be here and speak vocally and put it into words, interact with people, it's a different feeling altogether.
It is.
So I really, really appreciate it. And as you said, some people have reached out to me, and I hope that more people get encouraged after seeing this.
Right. For me, it was I just needed that extra push before Bhanna Baki. It was like, damn man, I want to share so much, there's so much I learned. There's so much that I'm learning. I wish people, मान्छेहरूले पनि यसरी नै हेर्दै हेर्दै हुन्थ्यो है at least, and do they really care, and all that questions always माइन्डमा गइरहन्थ्यो. And then immediately एक दिन just randomly dinner गर्दा बेलामा पूजाको यस्तो लङ टेक्स्ट आयो होइन, त्यसको 2-3 टाइटल त्यो डीएममा 2-3 टाइटल ओइ god damn offer आएछ भन्दै. No, I'm just kidding. But it was एकदम excitement huge थियो, like really wanted to do something, and especially pandemic टाइममा भएर होला हैन, हुन्छ नि एउटा push. I think everything works so fine, like pandemic to timing and हाम्रो गर्ने त्यो एउटा उत्साह, जोश, enthusiasm, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, especially that part hit me, because one, everything was online, and like we were barely doing anything else besides college and or extra stuff. So and like there were so many like negative news to Belatira, like if you guys noticed any, I was super upset about like so many things, and like not being able to do anything. I don't know, that was just like COVID was just like a push thing that one had to say. Did that time was like perfect time for us.
Right. Last USA go recession 2009. This time, yeah. At that time, Airbnb and Uber and all that massive corps launch about here. This time,
didn't know that. That's interesting.
I didn't know that either.
No, yeah, they were I won't say release, but uplift or moreover introduced time on recession, last recession USA ko.
Like we need for urgency of the
right, I think so. Yeah, so I think
that's amazing.
This pandemic created the same amulay, but in a very good way. We wanted to at least make a different societal factors. I mean, boom, Bhanna Baki people, let's go.
Yeah, Irakura is like again, time and again. We have to make it clear what Bhanna Baki is. Does anybody want to do that?
I want to go first.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello. Well, anybody listening to this right now, Bhanna Baki लाई हजुरले अब एउटा प्लेटफर्मको रूपमा लिनुहुन्छ कि हुन्छ नि एउटा पडकास्टको रूपमा लिनुहुन्छ कि एनी वे यु वान्ट तर फर अस इट्स अबाउट लर्निङ लाइक त्यो हाम्रो क्युरियोसिटी आई थिङ्क लर्निङ भन्दा पनि लेट्स पुट इट द बेस्ट वे वी निड टु टक that's like go to more हाम्रो लागि होइन we need to talk about this at least we don't know solution के हो we don't know बोलेर के हुन्छ and all that but बोलेर नै like the start gets you somewhere and I think Bhanna Baki like म माथि चाहिँ massively incorporate त्यो गरेको छ क्या like okay I'm just talking about this right now I'm knowing so much I'm meeting new people who know more about this and I think this is a good start hey भन्ने चाहिँ that's how I see Bhanna Baki and there is more to it which I'll let you guys explain.
I want to add something. As you said, it's more than just a podcast. A few months ago, we did like a whole fundraiser, and maybe people were a little confused. Isn't this like a podcast? Why are they doing a fundraiser? So I think we need to establish the fact that we're more than just a podcast. I think the podcast that we do is like a big part, but just a part of what we stand for. And I think we will have other updates about the project that we raise the funds for. That is how I look at it. It's the podcast that we do is a big part, but just a part of what we are.
Yeah, it just had to start somewhere. And a podcast was like a hot topic, hot thing people were doing. But it started off as podcast. It could have been anything. And another last thing, everything. But last thing is हामीले कुरा गर्ने topics are so subjective
right
unspoken like yeah of course like people don't talk about it too much but mostly it's so opinion bhanda pani yeah it's just subjective I know so we're not here to tell people what's the right thing we're not here to tell people what to do or what's the right thing to do and we're just here to like talk about things which like personally say like affect us so yeah personally so we think it matters and the reason we ask you guys to like let us know what matters to you is because malai je matter garcha it might not matter to you and like vice versa so we want to know like what affects people what bothers people what's the wrongs of the society and arko kura is like I think it might come off as like we're just talking too much about the negative aspects of our society, but like I think we shouldn't look at it that way. We're just having like a conversation, and most of it happens to be negative. Kikyo, like I'm not being able to put it right way. It's not just we're not just picking on wrongs of the society. We do like understand how far we've come and all that. But we do need to like talk about the things which are not okay.
Maybe we're just reminding ourselves that we still have a lot to fix. Even though we have come so far,
yeah,
there's still so much to go. I mean, maybe it's
also yeah also the celebration part of our culture, our society, that happens like very often. That criticism and to see the bad parts of the society you're living in, that happens really rarely, and
yeah.
that is why it is so important. I mean, I don't even know how you would talk about like happy or positive parts in that way, because there's not even like there's not a conflict to discuss about. Like it's just there, right? So I think when you have a conflict or when you have opinion about negative parts, there's like an up and down, and there's opinions, and the back and forth happens. But I don't really know how would someone talk about like the positive aspects. But maybe that's something we can like ponder upon. I just feel like I'm defending Bhanna Baki a lot, but I just feel that negative kuramai, like there's a conflict, and how that's how a discussion starts.
Yeah.
True.
So I want to ask you guys a question. Okay. Like, so what has been the most fun part of this like entire journey of Bhanna Baki? It's been how long I don't know, like coming to June.
September I think we released our first episode, eh?
Yeah, so
I
like
think
so
so.
far, like
Yeah.
what has been the most fun thing we've done, or like any fun episodes, or like हामी तीनजनामा नै like केही भएको थियो कुराहरू that is like memorable or fun or important. Who wants
Sagyan
to
can go first. Sagyan can go first.
There were so many. म सोचिरहेको थिएँ. Just so many, like honestly. Firstly, like being with you guys, you know, makes me feel like okay, I'm able to make a difference. Like मेरो एउटा small त्यो desire लाई अलिकति आगो feel गर्छ भनौँ न, त्यो desire burn गर्न दिन. You guys fuel it up every time. I think that's the massive thing that I've been able to gain out of being with you and being with Bhanna Baki. But a memorable moment would say Pujaले मलाई deadlines remind गर्नु. I really like that. एकदमै
Cute.
That you remind him of deadlines.
Yeah, we used to be really like punctual.
Yeah.
Like we've been really busy these days. Like हाम्रो पोस्टहरू अलिकति के भन्ने slow भइरहेछ हैन, because हाम्रो अब सबैजना final yearsमा आइरहेछ. So I hope you guys understand, but yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. So again.
Yes, I need that. I mean, sometimes I'm just chilling off अनि एक्कासी पूजाले सकिन्छ काम मान्छे आउँछ. ओइ just it's a very good thing. Like it keeps me focused, it keeps me occupied, and मेरो गोलको लागि I don't know, म धेरै leadership कुराहरु so don't mind me, म just त्यस्तो वर्डहरु बेसी युज गर्दाखेरि.
No, we need leaders.
Yeah, leadership is important.
Right, but for me, every day is about just trying to be something different, something more, something better than yesterday. And just Bhanna Baki ko text, we conversate every single day. Have you guys noticed that? At least ek duita text bhaye pani ke bhaye pani we are able to catch up with each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what that does for me is ki त्यो गोलमा बढ्दै नबढ्नु भन्दा त एटलिस्ट अलि कदम बाई कदम step by step, foot by foot, we're doing something. So that's always a positive that I'm able to take out at the end of the night or at the end of the day when I'm going to bed. Okay, at least iti bhayo आज, I feel productive, I feel good, let's go. Money feeling also.
Sweet.
Polisha ni.
Okay, my experience, I think the most memorable part is getting to reach out to people. We were looking for people, guest speakers for our podcast, and I just went everywhere to talk to more people. I need to the brainstorming part within myself. Okay, about your topic, I say, who do I know from my friend circle? Who do I know? Who do I already know who is vocal about these issues? And I think that's the most fun part. And yeah, that is what I really, really enjoy. And I know you guys have also mentioned, like last time when we talked over the phone, that I should be one who is always reaching out, and I should be the one sending one, Yeah, so I should be the one doing networking, and I think I have kind of developed a skill because of that. I have not been a hesitant person. That your podcast that I've felt much more confident in reaching out to people. I mean, that is something that is memorable for me, and that is something that I've developed over time. So like it's been 10 episodes, and that is the best takeaway when it comes to organize, like the behind the scenes of the podcast. Very lucky.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yours?
Nice. What about Pooja?
Like very lucky pani, there are a lot that are like fun bhandane, like one of the important things we did was, I think, the project, the fundraiser. Right. That was really fun. That was fun bhanda pani. We really did it by our heart. Kikin हाम्रो finals are bhaइरहेको थियो. I remember हामी तीनैजनाको finals छ, अनि we're like talking about like videos, we're talking about reaching out to people, the posts. अनि अझ मेरो like I had to go to Nepal, like म आज I don't remember what I was doing, तर like आज रातिसम्म I was working on something for like Bhanna Baki, यो प्रोजेक्टको लागि अनि त्यसपछि tomorrow I had to take a flight मैले literally last day सम्म नि प्याक गरेको थिएन नेपालमा जानलाई like we all were so busy के finals and all तर पनि we were so like excited we like एकचोटि पनि we weren't like भनेर के we were like reaching out to like everyone and it's so difficult for me to like reach out to people to like and especially asking for money when your most of like friends are like तिमी जस्तो like struggling students or and it's so difficult तर पनि like we were like throwing that emails and messages everywhere तर it didn't feel bad at all okay like दिन्छ नदिँदैन like त्यस्तो feel
shamelessly just went about it
yeah maybe sure shamelessly नै भनौँ हैन but yeah that was like actually पनि it wasn't like कसैले पनि केही पनि भनेन we were just so like happy and excited about it that was like fun memorable अनि I like that too किन भन्दाखेरि like I think we got a chance to like show early on that like Bhanna Baki is not just going to be a podcast okay? We want to do more like again like we are like thinking about projects we can do similar to the fundraiser we did it doesn't necessarily have to be another fundraiser but हामीले त्यो सोचिरहेको छ अनि it's very important for I think our audience to know that like it's not just gonna like we're just not gonna limit ourselves to this talk show or whatever but yeah that was fun
I really like how I want to repeat again. We shamelessly like just asked everyone for money, and people did pour their hearts into it. Like they were so generous, and even like people who I had not expected from donated. So that was like I didn't even need to reach out. Like when I just looked at them, like, oh my god, this person donated. It just made me so happy.
I remember के भन्छ like हामीले त्यो fundraiser post गरेको थियो and this is like 2 दिन भएको थियो we had nothing and त्यसपछि I was like yeah okay I'm going to do the first donation and त्यसपछि त्यो मैले भनेको थियो पलिशाले donate गरिहाले and then we started having like so many donations after that it was fun just the whole thing
मेरो चाहिँ proper one-on-one donation माग्नलाई चाहिँ like no let's not put it that way I mean Christmas Eve ko time थियो I was going down that city area तिर डाइहरू भेट्ने and all that get together गर्ने Eve को लागि भन्यो अनि I remember everybody was having fun chill गरिरहेको थियो happy vibe थियो हैन अनि there was of course beers and alcohol and सबैजना tipsy थियो होला म चाहिँ tipsy भन्दा not a lot अनि मैले सबैजनालाई tipsy हुँदाखेरि पनि हुँदै थियो पुरै लेक्चर दिन थालेको थियो कि दाइ हैन हुँदैन यार 150 जना विद्यार्थीलाई गर्नुपर्छ so like just lecturing about okay what our project is हैन अनि एउटा दाइलाई त मलाई याद पनि छ के मैले भिडियो बनाएको दाइ हेर्नु न मैले बनाएको हो के यो भिडियो हेर्नु न प्लिज यो हेर्नु यहाँबाट प्लिज यसरी गर्दै अनि I mean I just and like you guys mentioned no shame yeah? like I just didn't feel ashamed of doing that I just felt so good भित्र भएर ओए
and proud
right yeah. And proud
I felt very proud at the end of it we collected more than we aimed for that was people still kept doing it even after we said that it's close and we reached the target
yeah मैले चाहिँ के भयो भने त्यो fundraiser I had to close it like मैले officially announce गरेको थिएँ but for some reason त्यो भइरहेको थिएन के close नै भइरहेको थिएन हैन like last like 2 days सम्म भइरहेको थिएन अनि like we got so many like donors त्यो बेलामा पनि के and I'm pretty sure like if I had let it open like there would be more people donating and त्यो pointमा we're not even talking about the donations anymore okay that just means how much people care we're just super thankful I guess
to all the donors and viewers right? Thank you so much
any update on that project so I think they're finally starting the project I saw उनीहरुको Instagram मा अनि उनीहरुको उहाँले newsletter पठाउनु भएको थियो and I think they're के भन्छ collecting भन्दा नि like finding volunteers to like teach these kids just they've like started Tara will definitely be keeping you guys posted about like what happened with the money you donated so it's not just gonna like go and you're not gonna know about it because I think you guys should know because it's the projects not like got in it on China Changing Stories in Nepal so if you want to be like a regular donor we want to let you guys know what they do so that you might want to like donate again because they're doing great job, honestly. And yeah, I think this is the least we can do.
You're right. Okay, so off topic, I have a question, which is for three of us, since we're reflecting upon our journey. I want to ask you all, how has this podcast changed you guys, or how has becoming the part of Bhanna Baki changed you all?
Mhm.
Who wants to go first? You're both thinking.
Um, so for me, it has been both good and bad. Because challenging थियो because I remember के भन्छ यो ठ्याक्क like COVID start हुँदाखेरि के because we didn't have a lot to do on the city. मैले कसलाई भन्छ I don't remember हैन. I know we're not doing a lot, but I'm definitely not going to be on YouTube. And I'm like, I'm never going to say, hello, welcome back to my channel. And I legit said this. And this is she, like 5 months later, I'm doing a YouTube. So that, त्यो मैले भन्नुको reason चाहिँ in the beginning, because camera is a huge challenge for me. अनि त्यसपछि I don't like, honestly don't like being on like videotape. Like photos are fine, and I'm like on video it just so nerve-wracking this thing. But that त्यो challenge too, and त्यसपछि I didn't know about this. Tara, we did our first episode and I listened to it. I'm like, yeah, I suck. Like I can't talk. I hate my voice. All that, like all the negative things. I think we redid our first episode because like none of us liked it. So that was like a great reality check. Just like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I can speak my not super well. I knew that always. I thought I can like express my thoughts like clearly, but I don't do that. Like I don't do that 1% पनि गर्दैन लाग्यो मैले. I think that's what I've started working on, like more reading, more vocab. Like one thing I noticed that I need is like more vocabulary. I had stopped reading after like college, but like I've stopped reading. I haven't read but I've almost stopped reading, you know. So that was to make you how it has changed, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the change. Like I've started being more aware of like how I talk. I think that's a good thing because like it might help me like career ma pani, hopefully. It's always good to be an eloquent speaker, you know, so why not? So that's that. But yeah, त्यसमा त्यो song चाहिँ like त्यो के भन्छ बेला बेलामा त्यो fear, like confidence मेरो चाहिँ like सधैँ त्यही levelमा हुँदैन क्या. Sometimes I just hate it. Most of the episodes we shoot, I don't look at it like after that, like because I can't look at myself for real. Like मैले अहिलेसम्म पनि like त्यसरी हेरेकै छैन होला कुनै पनि episodes after I've edited. Like yeah, I don't want to listen to this shit anymore.
म त हेर्छु, म त at least
I watch it like 10 times or
especially Spotify मा.
To edit गर्ने बेलामा like when I have to hear myself, I'm like, what are you thinking? त्यस्तो feel हुन्छ. But yeah, that's just good and bad. हजुर?
I know. Cool. I'm just के भन्छ त्यसलाई after
it's just saying that you're better than that. You're better than you think you are.
Underestimate गर्छु आफूलाई धेरै.
Yeah, I guess that's the problem, you know. I hope so because that means मेरो दिमागमा म जति नराम्रो छ, I'm probably not that bad. But yeah, it's been both good and bad, but I'm trying. It's like pushing me to like become better in like so many ways. I love it overall.
Great. There's so much to get out of it. Okay? Get out of this. Take out of this. Sorry.
Get out of this.
How has it changed you, Satya? How about you?
Mama, I think it made me once. Like no, like not entirely made me, but you know how 20 years they hit 30, 25 or 28. You're like particular early 20s, you're just figuring out yourself again, personality development and all that. And I think Bhanna Baki has been able to just do that for me and just find myself, my personality ki hota hai. It's not just has to happen with being vocal about things, but it just made attitude like about sharpen, let's say. I just want to speak about this right now. Let's do it. When you made ego like feel garchagi. It's not that ego is a very in a very good way. Don't take it negatively. That's one of the changes that I've seen in myself or developed on them. When I talk about issues and stuff, I know, especially with my friends and family, they take me very seriously. My advices, my suggestions are at the main host karera, sunishiza and all that. And also for me personally, I always loved photography or videography, you know. But I always wanted to do something that's related, and it just gave bahana chahiरहेको थियो. अनि Bhanna Baki has given me a platform or given me Bhanna Baki has given me an opportunity to just at least do something around it, right? At least not rather okay. I'm sorry. धेरै tongue slip भइरहेछ. केही गर्न नपाए पनि एटलिस्ट केही गरिरहेको छु त्यो पर्टिकुलर फिल्डमा, स्पेसली विथ भिडियो एडिटिङ, एन्ड बिकज अफ द्याट आइ एम एबल टु लर्न सो मच थिङ. ल आज म यो पर्टिकुलर एउटा सिक्छु नि त नि है भनेर आई जस्ट गो टु युट्युब एन्ड जस्ट त्यो गर्नको लागि एउटा उत्साह एउटा चाह दिएको छ भन्नु. सो इट हेज चेन्ज मी अ लट. टाइम म्यानेजमेन्टको लागि मोर एलिगेन्ट बनाएको छ, हुन्छ नि, particular hours kelai dine and all extra skills. There's a lot of to take out of this or gain out of this. Felicia, what about you?
For me, I'm complete opposite of Pooja. I love being in front of the camera. I love all the attention, but I think because I was so involved in like college and all of that, I didn't really was out there. And I think as the Bhanna Baki and its episodes progressed, I felt more and more confident with each episode. And I also realized that my speaking skills have gone downhill. I don't know why, you know. And then I think I became a little conscious whenever I was used to rewatch my episode. I'd be like, why did I say it? Like, why did I have so many pauses? Why did I keep saying I'm like, I don't speak like that in normal life. I'm pretty like fluent. And I tried to figure that out. And I think that is why this was important, and it was kind of reality check for myself as well, to work on my speaking skills, to be more articulate and sunny, because sometimes you're thinking, like, you have a thought in your head and it doesn't really translate that way when you're putting it out there, like, to the people.
It's frustrating, right?
Yeah, it is frustrating. And why am I like, why am I stuck? It's the bhairathyo, but I think it has changed me to be more progressive when it comes to everything, like how I like now I even like get dressed up and I do a little makeup. I didn't do that early on, like I was like, I watched I think episode 2 or 3 and I was like, what the hell were you thinking? Why do you look so why do you look
good for the camera? Got a good look.
Yeah, I have to be presentable, right? I have to be. I'm not the person who knows how to do any makeup, but I just try, you know. And then I think just trying to these little efforts, I think that is how I've changed, to just work on everything, to work on how I speak, work on how I look, work on everything. Yeah, being on time, or just valuing like time. Overall, I think that is how it has changed to me, just to have this progressive mindset all over. Yeah.
Wow, I love this. I absolutely love this. So many things.
Hey.
But we also sound like a bunch of nerds.
We do.
Boring. What do you guys always talk about? We talk about social issues. We talk about time management, money management. What the heck?
Yeah, like no, I do think there are people who like might not care about these things. Yeah. But I promise you, and not like तपाईहरु तिमीहरु जुन एजमा छ अहिले हैन एउटा पोइन्टमा गएर this is all going to be relevant, okay? Like for you, like it might not be relevant, it might not, it might be whatever, but all of this we're talking about right now, it'll make sense, right? Like, when the time comes.
Right. With all due respect, I'm not saying कि नेपालमा बस्ने मान्छेहरु जतिखेर पनि फ्री नै फ्री छ टाइममा, but हुन्छ नि विदेशमा when you gotta pay for your own bills and stuff.
I was talking about kids. I wasn't thinking
kids.
That way.
Okay. Let's pick this up.
Like 15, 16 years, but I'm like, I didn't care about these things. Just anything?
मैले चाहिँ के भन्नु खोजेँ भने आई थिङ्क हामीहरूको धेरै नै बुढो भयो क्या सोचाइमा चाहिँ.
Yeah,
Does that
well,
make sense?
maybe, yeah.
Right.
So I also think this is because we're like abroad and like so we had
That's
to.
what I was about to like link up to. Okay.
Yeah.
Bhanna Puja.
Yeah, यही भएकोहरूले चाहिँ like I'm pretty sure like they understand like with everything your money management, time management, all that. I'm pretty sure यो नेपालमा पनि हुन्छ, but then like म आफैलाई imagine गर्छु if I was home, if I was मेरो mommy daddyसँग like I'd have like so many things I didn't have to care about so many things compared to so this just makes me more like responsible when I'm away. So this series I think that's what we mean.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to imply as well. Just same.
I have a follow-up question, Tasma. How have you guys managed to balance your studies and this Bhanna Baki? Because I know like we are like all of us are college-going students, and it gets pretty hectic. So
okay,
what
first
is
thing
your
first?
Yeah.
As a recording was supposed to be done last week.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like. There were good reasons. So it's kind of hard, right? So we're always like because we're trying to do it time, so that makes it even more difficult. However, whenever we get a chance, like we don't say like we like for this I think like whenever we're free like we're like like literally ek bajna lagiरहेछ मेरोमा. So
that is
but
how do you
time management?
Right, take questions on that. How do you manage the time and studies, Pooja?
I don't. I just
I don't
go with the flow.
Yeah, like ke bhन्छ college ko लागि half certain hours separated, but then you just don't stick to that all the time, like you do it whenever, wherever. I don't know, like I don't know how to answer this. I think it's because like I don't, for real, I just don't. It's just like more garsu once, and there's like so many things happening. Like college like you're being involved in so many things. I know. So like it's like flustered. Like I have this to do, that to do, that to like plans. Okay, today I'm gonna do this and that. And also like things to do. I can't do that. Like मेरो like जे अगाडि आयो हैन what's के चाहिँ छिटो due छ त like I'll work on that. And that just works for me. I don't know. It's not the great thing, but it kind of works for me. I just almost
I think we all are like that in college life, man. You know, we know that we have shit to do, that we just pass it by. It's not the ideal way that we do it. That we do it.
That is right. I do make the to-do lists, but then I don't end up following it, even though I want to. And as I've said before, I am not a morning person. My usual to-do list, I'll make like, okay, 8 a.m. I'll do this, 9 a.m. I'll do this, or whatever. But then my day literally starts at like 1 p.m. or 3 p.m. because that's when I'm like, okay, I need to do something. I just waste my time like watching TikTok or just watching random YouTube videos, and I procrastinate a lot.
TikTok I
was like, what?
No, TikTok I don't watch TikTok much. Just so they're in. So share
you're lucky you. Because the loophole first line
there's a lot of fun stuff too there.
Okay, out of context, out of topic, हैन म पनि कहिले Instagram को reels मा जान्छु हैन म कसम एउटा हेर्छु है I don't know where I am. घडी 40-50 मिनेट बितिसकेको हुन्छ अनि मलाई मेरो I'm lying मेरो बेडमा यसरी बसिरहेको छु I really want to get up भने मैले माइनलाई भन्छु तर कस्तो I still scroll down के मलाई त्यो मन पर्दैन. That's why I try to stay away from it. It's a bad addiction.
How do you do that?
I just don't use it at all. Firstly, कि त मेरो चाहिँ एउटा छ I have a formula. if you guys wanna.
What's that? I need it.
Yeah, we are a bunch of nerds, but yeah, sure.
म चाहिँ मेरो फोन टाइम चाहिँ डिनर अर्थात् खाना खाने बेला अर्थात् हुन्छ नि केही मेरो मेन मिल्सहरू खाँदाखेरिको लागि मात्र एलोकेट गर्छु स्पेसली सोसियल मिडिया टाइम चाहिँ टेक्स्ट pretty much मेरो क्लोज सर्कललाई थाहा छ कि आम अभाइलेबल अनलाइन if it's really important they'll call me straight up messenger or wherever they find convenient and if I'm available म पिक अप गरिहाल्छु on the spot if not भने त मेरो फोन त अब कि त मेरो रिङटोन्स अर्थात् मेसेज टोन्स अलर्ट टोन्स कस्तो छ कलेजको एकदमै प्रायोरिटी मेल्सहरूलाई डिफ्रेन्ट टोन्स एन्ड अल द्याट सो त्यसबाट थाहा हुन्छ अरू सबै कुराको लागि डिएक्टिभेट गरिदियो अलर्ट्स होइन अनि एट द एन्ड अफ द नाइट डिनर खाँदा ओर्दा सर्र हेऱ्यो त्यो पनि धेरै टाइम वेस्ट नभने क्या त्यो सबै पढेर चाहिँ अर्थात् हेऱ्यो भने नहे डुबेको डुबे हुन्छ आई हेभ पिपल हु आर अन देयर फोन फर लिटरली 2 hours उनीहरूको प्लेटमा खाना पनि त्यही हुन्छ and it's just oh my god man I want to help you but you gotta help yourself no त्यस्तो भनेन but yeah यसले धेरै नै टाइम लान्छ जस्तो लाग्छ है मलाई चाहिँ like from my day especially
yeah we all can relate
right and coming back to Polisha's question time management र उ चाहिँ yes I do it pretty much like this ideally म पनि त्यस्तो अर्गनाइज मान्छे होइन बट आई मेक माई प्रायोरिटिज एट द स्टार्ट अफ द डे ओके बाई द एन्ड अफ द डे आई गाट डु दिस शिट है अथवा आई गाट फिनिस दिस भनेर अनि त्यो चाहिँ गरेको नै हुन्छु भएन भने चाहिँ आई मेक स्योर कि द्याट इज द नेक्स्ट थिङ द्याट आई डु नेक्स्ट मर्निङ अर्थात् प्रायोरिटी लिस्टमा चाहिँ टपमा त्यही नै हुन्छ जस्तो क्या लाइक हाउ आई टेल यु नि इफ आई डोन्ट डु इट बाई फ्राइडे प्रमिस सन्डे इभिनिङ सन्डे बिहान पनि भएन सन्डे त्यसरी नै आफूले आफूलाई I know, but still, I mean, you're at least making it happen, rather than just postponing it. Manchego New Year resolutions they all postpone it for a whole another year. At least we postpone it a day or two later.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yeah, personally, so I don't have anything that I do to balance. I think, I don't know, people do tell me that I am good at doing everything at once, but I think I'm very bad at it.
Yes, like, you do, like, Tinta Club, like, executive members. And like, a random number, but I don't know. So, like, yeah, you actually do, like, college stuff, so man, you're like super involved. So like you do, I think, manage time very well. Where's the college go? So
what I've observed about myself is I am super lazy, like 3 days straight. But then once that I realize, okay, I need to do it, I'll go on. Like I'll do everything at once. I'll do everything at once. That's how it's always been with me, and that is how it is. If I want a day off, I want a day off, like no matter what. And suddenly I'll just chill. But
that's a privilege.
And then things that I'm really passionate about, I'll do it. Like if I know that Bhanna Baki are shooting something, I will show up. So I think, I don't know if it's a good thing, but studies Bhanna Baki, like clubs, like club mapaki deadlines event articles, and I need to get something that I will get done right away, and for Bhanna Baki I will get it done right away, and it hasn't really hampered my studies, but then I think I prioritize it that way, which is not the best thing to do it works for me, but it might not work for everyone.
Well, that just means like what you're interested in more, probably not college so I think you shouldn't feel bad about it, but just don't like college life. Say like bye. Say
I'm not slacking off it I'm not slacking off in my studies. It's just that this is what makes me happy. Like talking to people and organizing things and just reaching out makes me more happy than just sitting and doing assignments. So that is.
मलाई ठ्याक्क तिमी सिटिङको भन्दाखेरि एउटा कुरा मेरो दाइले just out of the topic, I just wanted to share something for Bhanna Baki, from a Bhanna Baki member. Daile taka bhancha थियो like when I forward all the links and stuff when we release a new episode, मेरो friends, families, everybody like अनि दाइहरुले feedback दिन्छ क्या अनि always so good to read those feedbacks, and one of those things that actually argument भएको थियो दाइको close friends सँग यस्तै यही सोसाइटल इस्युमा होइन हेर्न मुलाहरूले यस्तो पनि गर्दैन भन्छ नि हो त गर्दैन गर्दै अनि त्यसपछि आई थिङ्क यही टपिकमा उहाँले भन्न बाँकी गुसाइसकेको छ क्या अरे उहाँको फ्रेन्डसँग है कन्भर्सेसन हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ अनि एन्ड देन हि सेड कि वाट हि सेड चाहिँ उहाँले चाहिँ कोट गरेर मलाई पठाइसक्यो वाट हि सेड चाहिँ एटलिस्ट होइन दिज पिपल आर डुइङ समथिङ हुन्छ नि एटलिस्ट देयर taking an initiative rather than just bullshitting or whatever they were doing in the private text. At least they're doing something and it's a step forward, right? And that was always this motivating factor for me, which I forgot to mention earlier. Back to the topic.
That's amazing that people look at us like that.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that look at us like that.
Yeah, we really like. It doesn't matter if it's like not big, like it definitely would like even if it's like two people, like it just makes our day, okay? Because like it's not, we're not doing this for nothing, just to feel funny. Another thing is I don't know if you guys have noticed that ever since you've started doing this, I have started doing this, like more like I'm more responsible on that. Like I'm thinking more about like what I do, okay? My actions, my words. I'm trying to be like more understanding to people. And if it wasn't for Bhanna Baki, I wouldn't have known about so many topics. And it's just basically like Malay, it just made me like super aware, like त्यो हिसाबमा अनि one thing एउटा के भयो भन्दाखेरि अस्ति होला after we did the episode with Srijadi and you know like a lot of like Myanmar ko issue bhaira cha haina like unarko country ma and a lot of posts like share gara bhanera मान्छेहरुले गरिरहेको थियो हैन I did want to do like I did want to like help spread awareness. And I looked into एउटा post and त्यसपछि I looked through all the pictures हैन अनि दिमागमा ठ्याक्कै याद आयो कि fact check, yes, that's what I'm going to do भनेर याद आयो अनि त्यसपछि श्रीजादीले भन्नुभएको त्यो वेबसाइट्समा गएर like information त like it is cool, everything sounds great भनेर लाग्यो हैन मलाई कस्तो picture पनि like त्यो fact check गर्न मन लाग्यो अनि त्यो post like it was everywhere, almost everywhere. अनि मैले यो एउटा photo like त्यसमा like 7 photo थियो होला अनि एउटा photo चाहिँ सबै photo was recent and एउटा photo चाहिँ was from 2018 के त्यो चाहिँ like पुरानो photoलाई okay so पुरानो photoलाई उनीहरूले चाहिँ use गरेर like emotion त्यो like के भन्ने मान्छेहरुलाई के भन्ने react गरोस् भनेर के त्यो photo चाहिँ like
just to fuel them
अलिकति उसले disturbing खालको नै थियो हैन disturbing भन्दा नि अलि दुखी खालको थियो अनि त्यसले चाहिँ like मान्छेहरुले emotion like provoke गरोस् अनि they should share it भनेर उनीहरूले त्यस्तो गरेको या थाहा नभएको नि गरेको हुन सक्छ हैन so that just like made me so aware कि like if it wasn't for Bhanna Baki, if it wasn't for that episode, I would have never known, you know, I might have shared it. So I understand, I like empathize with everything that's happening, you know, to use like old news, old pictures to like show certain feelings, emotions, or to say that's still Malaysia. Like I went back to Srizadi and we talked about this, and if it was old, if it was from 2018, like early 2021, and if they're saying it's happening in 2021, that's wrong. Like regardless of their motive, you know, they chose a wrong path, you know. So it's really like I've been more aware and like just LGBTQ ko kura na kati dera kura gara huncha ni it has made me more aware. I'm like trying to be more understanding to them. Like हाम्रो biases पनि धेरै नै छन् हैन हामी आफै पनि we're not perfect people. So like in general I'm just trying to be better, I think.
Be better every day.
Yeah. That's really nice.
Yeah. Bhanna Baki has honestly so much to Bhanna Baki is entitled with our life अब
के हो
हाम्रो मनको धेरै नजिक छ Bhanna Baki. Like engraved. I don't know if that's धेरै cheesy way मा मैले put up गरे but
yeah we're yeah मैले सोचे त्यस हैन but I think it's just how we feel about it, you know. And we just hope like we're hopefully being able to like के भने transfer the same energy हाम्रो like viewersहरुमा. That's important, I think. But yeah, overall it's been great. You know, we've had ups and downs, we've had के भने आफ्नै struggles. तर it's been a great experience overall. And this episode was just going over our last few episodes. And again, in the future, we are trying to work on more things besides just podcasts. But yeah, anything else you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, go ahead, Sagan.
I have a question for you guys. मैले चाहिँ यो एउटा जस्ट इन्टरभ्यूमा हाम्रो रेस्पेक्टेड प्राइम मिनिस्टर केपी ओलीलाई चाहिँ हाउ डु यु रेट योर ओन गभर्मेन्ट अर्थात् हाउ वुड यु चेक मार्क अन द वर्क्स द्याट यो गभर्मेन्ट हेज डन सो फार भनेर भन्नुभएको होइन उहाँलाई सोध्नु भएको थिएन उहाँको गभर्मेन्टलाई चाहिँ सबैले चेक मार्क अर्थात् भनौँ न ला के भन्ने छ त्यसलाई
चेक्स एन्ड ब्यालेन्सेस
होइन यस्तै हुन्छ कहिले पनि द्याट्स वाइ यस्तो वर्ड्सहरू नोट डाउन गर्नुपर्छ ओके सो माई क्वेसन टु यु गाइज इज होइन हाउ वुड यु ग्रेड योरसेल्फ so far
grade yourself
yes
out of 10
let's put the margin 10 la let's put the margin 10.
On the basis of what
great question
overall प्रायोरिटी बनाऊ यो क्वेसनको कन्टेक्स्टलाई चाहिँ के भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाउ इम्प्याक्टफुल यु हेभ बिन थ्रु यो कन्टेन्ट होइन फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटाइज लिस्टमा चाहिँ राखौँ है त अनि लास्टमा चाहिँ हाउ मच हेभ यु डन सो फार एन्ड हाउ मच आर यु विलिङ टु डु एउटा अर्को ग्रेड अर्थात् एउटा के भन्छ अर्को लाइन ओके You get what I mean, right?
Yeah. I was just thinking. I'm not put after so it's more like.
So you right? You don't have to be biased. You can be biased. It's okay. But I'll give you time after like I mean, so
I think I give myself a 1.
1. Don't be that harsh.
I was gonna say 5.
1 is too harsh. Come on, one more time. Let's rethink. Money after
One more time. No, I think I do have reasons because Timro, your point, your standards were pretty high, by the way, to start off. Like how impactful you've been, first of all, and what have you done? That's huge. That's kind of huge. So I don't know.
Okay, like, good. That is also.
I think
cool.
you should save this question for like 20 episodes down, or like
20 episodes down.
50 episodes. We probably would do something else besides this.
I think Sagyan is also saying Bhanna Baki Bhandani as a person, he means, I think.
You can put it that way too. In general, like episode 1, episode 10, Samoko journey, many things that you've covered, things that Bhanna Baki has covered, including the fundraiser, including our content pani after like content creators group let's just judge ourselves saying how impactfully have we been able to deliver what we wanted our audience to see. So let's
I'll let Polisha go first.
Okay, Polisha.
I'm happy with 5 because I think we did pretty good. Ani, I'm happy. I just feel satisfied at the end of the day. I know there could have been like another push which would have suddenly maybe we would have gotten like a bigger audience or one episode like if they were shot in a different way, it would have made a different impact. But that's just what ifs. I think whatever we have done, however hard we've worked, I think it has been fruitful. And it's not 10 on 10, but I think it has been satisfactory. So for me, it's 5 out of 10, I think.
Okay, 5 out of 10. Cool. Who's Timro Palo?
Okay, 2. Because like Mero Bani, I think Mero Bani is like it's always to like it's not necessarily it doesn't do like bad to me when I like after achievements or like I don't make it big because like they do like genuinely think it's super small and they're like worthless. This is a feeling like some people do have such feelings. I think I try to like put it a little down because that gives me more space to like grow. Your question, I generally feel like I haven't done much because again, impact ko kura garu, I don't know how many people we've impacted. Like yes, few people have said I agree with you, but does that necessarily mean I've like changed the way they think? I don't know. So the whole part to me like it's a question. I don't know how many people have impacted, but you like 2, 3, maybe 3 some of it, it's because of the fundraiser, because like we've actually done something and I know for sure that has done something. So maybe for that, they're like just Bhanna Baki as podcast say, I don't know, I think we still have like time, or like we still have to become more good at this to like make people actually like change the way they think, or but we're not here to change the way people think. It's just like to strike new thoughts on them, like let's put it that way. Yeah,
अलिकति क्युरियस, अलिकति क्रिटिकल सोच्न बाध्य बनाउने हाम्रो कन्भर्सेसनबाट. Yeah, I'd rate ourselves, or I'd rate Bhanna Baki चाहिँ 8 upon 10.
Whoa,
That's
we're
pretty high.
all over the place. What's going on? Like mama too, like something negative.
No, well, look, तिमीले एकदमै के भन्छ हाम्रो हुन्छ नि constructive criticism, let's say a constructive way मा you've rated yourself and you've rated Bhanna Baki. Polisha did the same. So of course एउटा त optimistic मान्छे हुनु पर्यो, you know.
That's quite a weird logic though.
Yeah, he's straight up saying I'm the most negative person in the room, but it's okay.
I respect that. Yeah.
No, I think Bhanna Baki is beautiful. Because I know as somebody who loves content, because I started off like from YouTube as well. मेरो साथीहरुसँग 7-string band बनाएर म्युजिक बनाउनेदेखि लिएर हो कि आफ्नै सज्ञान vlogs channel introduce गरेर हावा कुराको vlog गर्ने भएर. I mean, I always loved being around content and just creating something that people love to see. And I've never felt more pleasure than what I've been making with Bhanna Baki. Like, that gives me immense pleasure, not pride. I just love what I do with Bhanna Baki, and that is this massive optimistic vibe I get from Bhanna Baki after life, which is always motivating. I mean,
hey, look, if you were gonna put it that way, I would have given myself a little higher.
Well, you noted down so many things, Nitani, right? So I think हामीले Bhanna Baki को अर्को 10 episodes like different direction बाट हेर्छौं कि Polisha र तिम्रो कुराबाट, right? And I know for sure that I'm gonna try harder for the next 10 episodes. But for my personal work that I've put to Bhanna Baki, I'd say 2 upon 10. So there are a lot of improvements मेरो साइडबाट पनि चाहिने. So fair enough.
I don't know. Timuro work on it, so you should know that.
Yeah, I will keep.
Yeah, I think we should do this often. Like after like few episodes, like where are
just
you
a
now?
Survey.
Like do result in Sunny Classma.
We should ask हाम्रो Instagram followers or wherever audiences are able to.
Yeah, please let us know. What do you guys think?
म आफ्नो अकाउन्ट 4-5 वटा अकाउन्ट बनाएर रिप्लाई
गर्छु. Okay, that's sad. Okay, but yeah, we'll get there. Like we'll have actual people like letting us know how they feel. But we do have few people, like not gonna lie, who really care. I mean, that's just nice. It's super nice.
Right.
But yeah. What else?
I think it's time to wrap it up.
We talked about so many things.
Yeah. But that was nice to just reflect upon ourselves.
First time कस्तो like the heavy feeling हुन्न भएर conversation नगर्दा कस्तो रमाइलो हुने. Now I think you guys also feel कि हामी केही topic like cover गर्नु पर्ने. We are so cautious with what we say, you know. Always want to be like, okay, I could have done it better भन्ने टाइपको वेमा सोचिरहनु सक्छ. तर अहिले this just good vibe. Good.
I still remember अस्ति हामीले like सज्ञान र मैले कुरा गरेको त्यो like प्रकृतिसँग वाला episode. That episode just like killed it.
I know we could have done so much better. तर थाहा छ सबसे धेरै view त्यसमा छ, audience reaction, interaction, engagement सबसे बेसी त्यसमा छ. I was going through that earlier, right?
That is one.
I saw that
amazing episode.
So I say that because two episode ma say like it was like early morning. I mean, we usually record
It wasn't that early as we just 10 बजिरहेको थियो.
No, मेरो त्यति बेलाको schedule थिएन. 10 बजेको थियो र.
10 बजे थियो हो र 7 बजे
I'm pretty sure.
हैन नो 10 बजे थियो 10 बजे थियो
Okay, we'll figure this out later.
किनकि मलाई याद छ कि के प्रकृति दिदीले पनि डिनर सिनर गरेर भर्खर बेड जानु अघि भन्ने उहाँ पनि थकित भएको टाइपको त्यो भाइब उहाँले सुरुमै हामीलाई भन्नुभएको थियो.
Well, okay, but त्यो बेला मेरो schedule was like 12 बजे उठ्ने त्यस्तो खालको अनि it was so early you can see मेरो आँखा like swollen and like मेरो हात दिमाग नै like I wasn't woke enough just and it was like तिमीले भने जस्तै it's always and Polisha was not there last moment almost last minute नै it was kind of weird.
Polishaले जहिले ब्याकअप दिइरा हुन्थ्यो नभए हामी टल्ल पढ्यो.
I know it's त्यसमा चाहिँ like it was like Polisha had gotten her on the meeting and apparently like तिमी उहाँलाई भनेको नि थिएन रहेछ and especially like all of a sudden just two of us and it might have
No, I had told her but she hadn't seen the message yet, I think.
Oh, okay. But so still like मैले यो राखेको छ because like this time it's like we're just chilling, we're just talking about like it's fun.
And there were episodes where we were completely uninformed or not completely uninformed but we didn't know what to expect and what to tell. We just followed the foot trails of the guest speaker.
So के conclusion लिएर आउन सकिँदो रहेछ त थाहा छ हाम्रो journey for me so far till 10 episode fake it till you make it. We were not ready for I was not ready for any of the episodes Bhanna Baki ko, to be honest. I think when I reflect on my part of the roles or mere roles or post might be like damn man Sagyan what the hell
I have noticed that about you Sagyan though. I think like earlier episodes he was much quieter and he is I think mounted up there. I think first few episodes you were a little quieter.
Maybe or maybe I was just an active listener. सुनिरहेको थिएँ सबैको कुरा.
Okay, so if there is something else we can discuss, this was a very fruitful conversation. Do you guys, who wants to wrap it up? So again.
Okay. So, हामी त बोल्यौँ. We reflected on we reflected on हाम्रो start of Bhanna Baki देखि अहिलेसम्मको 10 episode को journey which has been so fruitful. Pujali भने जस्तै and Polishale भने जस्तै has been such an amazing thing that we've been able to take on from ourselves. But it's not over yet. भर्खर च्याप्टर सुरु हुँदैछ भन्न बाकीको पनि स्टोरी सुरु हुँदैछ. पूजालाई निन्दा लागिसक्यो, पलिसालाई पनि निन्दा लागिसक्यो. उनीहरू सेन्ट्रल टाइममा बस्छ हैन, तिमीहरू इस्टर्न टाइममा बस्छु, म चाहिँ सेन्ट्रल टाइममा.
No, I am also central. पूजा मात्र हो.
Okay. And so I won't हुन्छ नि have Pooja be more awake and Polisa.
I know it's okay. I'm awake.
But yes, 10 episode we've been here. We're gonna go another 10. This was 20, 30, 40, 50, a decade, century. Sabai marcha mami. That is a promise to ourselves. Ekaka mathi ne. So let's wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for listening. Hamari conversation. Hope you guys got to know more about Bhanna Baki. Ani eri kunai kura unclear sa bhani, do leave us an inbox, DM us, comment. You can reach out to us personally. Because we'd always love to hear from you. Right? So let's wrap it up. Bhanna Baki signing out. Bye-bye.
Bye everyone. Bye.